What did Elton John say while playing Riichi Mahjong? And you have a pair of east winds you should call pawn. You might have a half-flush hand here when it's all said and done. I hope you call pawn, I hope you call run, and stay as the dealer. Call me one of Yugi's friends, the way I'm Joey Wheeler. Welcome back to Mahjong Soul. My name's Yusong. Hope you're having a good day wherever you are. Yes, a Yu-Gi-Oh reference in the year 2023. It's called counterculture. It's called collaging and mishmashing different art pieces together to form a beautiful tapestry. Welcome back to Mahjong Soul. Look, we've been kind of on the climb again. Call me Miley Cyrus. We're starting to peek out and take a look at what the first place ranks might look like. We might get a sniff of that rare air up above. How am I doing today? Thank you for asking. I had a really weird, and by weird, I mean messed up morning. I have one of my neighbors. How do I want to say this delicately? They just seem like bad people. Yeah, nailed it. One of my neighbors is awesome. The other neighbor, the one that this story is unfortunately about, has just a pattern of just pretty rude and not great behavior. That's still pretty gentle, all things considered, right? I'm your host, Terry Gross. Dude, at 6:30 in the morning, I was woken up by this loud bass. Like, I couldn't even tell what music was playing, but it was like something. I could feel the bass at the very least. And of course, my windows are closed, so I opened my window to go look, and my neighbors, they have a window that's facing my window. And it was open at 6:30 in the morning. They're talking, they're playing loud music. Excuse me? So I was like, do I go say something? You know, do I go over there, try to be tough? AKA, oh, I'm so sorry to bother you. You know how you have to be nice to people? It was messed up. It was just like, you know, how do you teach that to someone necessarily? I don't know if you can. Like, hey, can you not open your window and play loud music at 6:30 a.m.? Like, if I have to explain that to you, then, like, shouldn't that just be one of the things that you don't have to explain to people? So anyway, I'm pretty miffed today. I don't have a lot of good sleep under my belt right now. I'm scared at how it might impact my art. AKA just choosing one tile from a set of 14 at a time to discard. I don't know. It's just like, what do you know? I believe other people would call it decency, and this is unfortunate. So we were going for a half flush in the bamboo suit. Unfortunately, we see our dreams dripping down the drain right now. I don't even know if we can. We've drawn. I'm not gonna say we've drawn 0 bamboo tiles. That would be a GD lie. We drew 1 bamboo tile in this 8 of bamboo. So I'm not gonna say that the gods have completely forsaken us, but, you know, would have been nice to chi into like a 2 of bamboo or something here. Wow, look at this. The Boulevard of Broken Dreams. How am I doing outside of that? Good. I met with a new friend. We had both crossed paths on this wild walk of life through a little known thing as the Doughboys podcast. She works on the show now. I used to work on the show. We have a lot of common contacts and shared interests. For those of you who don't know, like, the reason that I started out, you know, very, very luckily when I started streaming, it wasn't to 0 people, even though some of my biggest haters would argue that's what I deserve. AKA, I didn't know my parents finally made a Twitch account. You know, the reason that I got to very luckily start off at like a dozen or so, maybe 2 dozen viewers, is because of the Doughboys podcast. It's a very, very large following and very, very nice fan base, and you know, I was able to start with a decent following because the show is huge. It's the premise is 2 comedians review a different fast food chain every week, but they genuinely love fast food. It's not like the easiest dunks in the world. They're genuinely operating from a place of love and sharing like a genuine interest. For example, like through that show, I got to do some like wild stuff. It probably doesn't sound real, but it is. Like I got to go to Sarah Silverman's place. That was cool. That was very, very cool. Ever sit on a chair that you're pretty sure is worth more than you? that was, I mean, maybe not. I'm just like joking around, but maybe. I don't know, maybe, right? So that was definitely very, very cool. Anyway, you know, we had talked, you know, over podcast records and stuff, but we needed to do some business at the USPS because of some, yeah, something's in my name. We gotta transfer the name, but the USPS is like, are you gonna do any crimes? If so, because you need to come here in person so we can verify that you're not doing any crimes. Intense process. I suppose it is a federal agency. I don't want to be indicted like some former presidents in the news cycle right now. Oops. Oh, I'm so sorry. I got Hassan up in my DMs going, please, Yusong, please. Don't eat my bread before I get to eat it. I haven't had a lot of sleep, dude. I got woken up way too early. I'm one of those people that if I wake up, I have a really hard time going back to sleep. And you know what's a difficult emotion to just like chill from? Like just to go back to dreamland with? Righteous indignation. Because I woke up and then I realized what was happening and I was, you know, I don't know if you can blame me here. Furious? I don't know. These neighbors, it's okay. I suppose it could be worse, but by that logic, it could be way flippin' better. And again, I don't use flippin', you know, lightly. I don't even say Pippin lightly. It's a great musical. Just kidding, I've never seen it. I don't know how it actually is. All right, I mean, if it didn't work once, it's certainly bound to work this time, right? So we're going for a half flush in the bamboo suit. Not because that was my plan initially, but it's just kind of how things have shaken out here. I don't know if I necessarily want to get rid of the 778 shape. We could still go normal mode with this hand. Still going a little normal mode, and that should be okay. But unfortunately, yeah, like not much to write home about. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Could go for all simples by discarding the north winds as well, but it's risky. It's definitely a risky strategy here. Oh, okay. At least hopefully we don't deal in with this. It should just be a pawn and not a Ron. I mean, famous last words, but we're thriving right now. Okay, draw a useful tile, 2023 challenge, difficulty level impossible. Yeah, I just can't like calm myself down because I put on all my clothes. I was gonna get ready to like walk over there and be like, hey, I know you probably didn't mean to. Code for, what are you, some kind of freaking dummy? I know you probably didn't mean to, but my bedroom's right there, you know, like how someone with common sense would maybe see with their eyes. My bedroom's right there. Maybe could you stop this horrible behavior? So I'm going Suji mode. They discarded a 4, I'm discarding a 7. It's not the safest tile that we could ever I mean, I think I'm supposed to go for it here. If this red 5 passes, we have a pretty decent chance. A crosslord doesn't seem like they're folding, which is our biggest barrier here, but we have a decent chance to get into an all simples tenpai. Now, the 3 of circles was a little bit tricky, but look at this. All of the 4 of circles are gone. Could they be waiting on a 1-2? Yeah, but that's like terrible. Who's waiting on a 1-2 in this day and age? All right. So now we can win off of a 4 or a 7 of bamboo. Is this the right move? Arguably not. Like this hand is not very, oh. Okay, yeah. So we should not have done this, right? Because this hand, I mean, 3 of the 4s are gone and a few of the, all the 8s are gone. 3 of the 4s are gone. They could still have a 4-5, but I guess we kind of lucked out there and we got, you know, it's not a dangerous tile, but we should have been folding. Like, unfortunately, this hand is only worth 1 Han. It's nice chasing here, but I think if I had been a little bit smarter, I don't know, maybe if I had gotten a little bit more sleep, you know, we would have been able to get ourselves out of this bucket of syrup. So 3 of the 7s are gone. It's good enough for me because we might deal in here, and honestly, we deserve to deal in here. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. We shouldn't have pushed. We should have had 2 more safe discards with the 8 of bamboos and 2 more safe discards with the 7 of characters. It wasn't too late. Just because I had pawned once, I have to remind myself that. No way, right? Oh, they've discarded the 8. I'm not gonna call con there. I think it's a little bit too risky. Although, I mean, how many 1s? I mean, there are no 1s remaining, so it's not like we're gonna exponentially increases our chances of winning by going for the after the con Yaku, right? I don't know. I mean, I suppose if we made our bed, it's time to lie in it. They can't exactly rob our con, right? They were the one that discarded the 8 to begin with. Crossword is making some difficult decisions. I don't know, just play like me and ignore the fact that they're in Tenpai. Okay, 5 of circles wasn't necessarily safe. Hey, we sail into the sunset in Tenpai. They were waiting on a 3 and a 6 of bamboo. Nice, so we get to keep our dealer seat, and everyone's still within earshot. We're in first place, but we're tied for first place right now. It's not really a great position to be in. Okay. Dora is the green dragon. That's dangerous. Anyone could use the green dragon. I don't know. I just wish speakers were a little bit quieter, you know? I think that's like, I don't reminisce about, you know, olden times. What am I gonna? Oh yeah, the 1930s. Oh, during the Asian Exclusion Act? Awesome. Excuse me, the Chinese Exclusion Act? Yeah, dude, take me back there. Oh, perfect. I love it here. So, you know, that's not great. But, you know, I think speakers are one of the things that makes me long for a world without technology. Because imagine like 100 years ago. What, are you gonna wake someone up with your horse? No. The horse is probably not gonna be too close to the bedroom. Although, I don't necessarily know how the farmland is structured. I'm not an architect in that sense. I've built a few buildings in Minecraft, but that's about as high as my credentials go. 0 is what I'm trying to say. 2, 3, 4 mixed triple sequence, definitely a possibility. We don't have a pair in this hand though, so we have to be a little careful. This 8, 9 is not long for this world. We could also go for all simples. Whole world is our oyster. We also should be a little mindful here, right? There's 2 Riichi sticks left over, and there's 2 repeat counters, so it's a bonus of 2,000. Ooh, it's a bonus of 2,600 points. That's just up for grabs right now. Also, we could do Riichi, Pinfu, all simples, mixed triple sequence, and pure double sequence. Holy moly, this hand is nuts. I mean, if we draw into another 2 of circles, this hand is actually nuts. I would slam the like and subscribe button immediately, because even if we don't get all simples, even if we don't get mixed triple sequence, we at least get pure double sequence, right? That feels pretty good. Crosslord might be going for some kind of flush in the bamboo suit. Gotta watch out a little bit for that, especially if they end up calling a Riichi or something. If they end up opening their hand or starting to discard some bamboo, then we gotta worry. All right, this is not the Riichi that we love to see, but as the dealer with a bunch of extra points just ripe for the picking, I think we call this Riichi. I don't think we necessarily should wait here. 2 1 of characters remaining. There's not a lot of them left, but maybe it comes out because it's a safe terminal. A lot of 4 of characters left, and to be honest with you, that's the one that I would like to draw. Ooh, a little half Suji. Okay, that's nice. A little inadvertent Suji trap. That's the one that we would like to see because it gives us the mixed triple sequence and it gives us all simples. Ah! Oh, I'll take it. Sumo is worth 1 Han by itself. We might have hit an Oradora, I'm not sure. Left Lord, hopefully just struggling with some Starbucks Wi-Fi and not, oh my... Okay, we hit 2 Oradora as the dealer. That's honestly... Okay, I've been chosen as the protagonist today. I have been chosen as the eldest boy today. Wow, wow, wow. I mean, is this the divine heavens trying to make up for my neighbors blasting Skrillex at like 6:30 a.m.? Maybe. If so, I'll take it. I'm easy. Ruin my life? Just give me a good Mahjong hand. We'll call it even after that. It was nice. It was nice meeting a new friend, though. You know, it was cool. We got some coffee, and by coffee, see, I mean, I think I've mentioned this on stream before, but I'm not a coffee drinker. Caffeine just like rips through my body. Like I feel like a unstable electron. Oh yeah, great reference, Yusong. That'll get the kids commenting. Oh, Yusong, I loved your electron joke. It made me spit out my coffee. Yeah, no one. Caffeine gives me a lot of like anxiety. It gives me a lot of nervous energy. You know, and that's very, very scary to me. Or it's just not very pleasant. It's not very fun. I'm never like, whoa, this rocks. Like, no, I'm nervous. I'm scared. But you know, so what I do usually at a coffee shop is I sample their finest wares. And by that, I mean, I usually order like a matcha something. Matcha's pretty nice. And in this case, that's exactly what I did. I got a matcha lemonade. Absolutely delightful. Absolutely delightful. So the person that I was meeting, there was a small cup of straws by the cash register. Small cup of plastic wrapped straws. She grabs a straw, knocks over one straw. One straw comes falling out. And it's like a little embarrassing. I'm like, you know, whatever. I'm like, oh, that's fine. And then when I go to grab a straw, I knock literally every single straw. I dehouse every single straw in there. I don't know how that's even possible. That the straw that I pulled out, the wrapper was somehow the fulcrum, literally formed the base of the entire straw house. It was humiliating to the point where I was putting them back together and then it wouldn't go back together. And then the barista, the very nice barista, she just said to me, don't worry about it. I've never been humiliated so much in public recently, in my recent memory at least. I've been humiliated like that a lot. Others would call it, you know, turning on the camera and streaming on Twitch. All right, we have one too many shapes on our hand. We would like to see this 5 of circles come to fruition. Okay, so now this is looking good. We need to pawn either the 5 of circles or the 5 of bamboo, and we need to get rid of this 6-7 or this 7-8. 6-7, my favorite show on HBO, or this 7-8 ASAP Rocky, whichever one comes first. Usually me in any intimate encounter that I'm in. Anyway. It was fun. It was fun to meet a new friend. You know, you have to find some common ground. I think I'm okay. I think like I am definitely an introvert. I love being alone. I hate going outside. Hence the everything, okay? The Twitch streaming, the YouTube making. I love staying in. I love it. I love playing Magic the Gathering. But you know, I mean, I love playing Mahjong, but there's also a joy to doing this in real life. The point is, but I think people would describe it as, and I'm not trying to like toot my own horn here. Like there's just like a switch that you can flip in your brain that's like, yuppers, time to go extrovert mode. And it's nice to exercise that muscle once in a while. Okay, Right Lord calls the Riichi. They haven't discarded a single character tile. I don't know what's their safest tile to throw here. It's not the 1 of characters because that is the Dora. We could throw the 5 of circles. Like, how many 3s are gone? Yeah, that's a terrible idea. Why would we ever throw a 5 of circles? We need someone to throw a 5 though. You know what? I'm just gonna pray here that we either get the right tiles such that we can fold, or that we just draw, like, I just need to draw safe tiles right now. I don't even want to win. I just want to draw safe tiles, and I don't even need to be in Tenpai for exhaustive draw. This is dangerous. This is absolutely dangerous. But I'm like, what else do we even possibly have that's safe? Arguably, it's the 5 of circles because they haven't discarded a single character tile. But I know this is close to the Dora, but if they're waiting on this too, then they have to have like a 1-3 shape or a 3-4 shape. But if it's the 3-4 shape, then oh my god. Yeah. Okay, I guess so. I mean, it passes, but that's literally because we have no other safety here. So the 2 of circles has been discarded. We know that they're not on a 3-4 of circles wait, but they could be on a 6-7. This is inside Tsuji to their 3 and the 9, which is a nice little aisle of safety that we can tuck ourselves into. How many sixes are gone? All the sixes are gone. It's impossible for them to have a 5-6. It's impossible for them to have a 2-3. I'm not gonna lie to you. I played this round absolutely perfectly. I'm just kidding. I played this pretty bad, but you know, it wasn't good and it wasn't bad. They were waiting on a 1-4 and a 7 of bamboo. Holy moly, that is not what I expected looking at their discards. Holy moly. Are we still staying in the dealer seat, by the way? Oh my god. All right, the one day where I'm like, yeah, short and easy game, an easy recording session, that'd be great. No, just kidding. I'm honestly like happy to be able to spend this time with you and to be able to vent a little. That's one of the huge advantages of being a streamer. One, the adoration. Certainly, you know, I don't have all the mods in my Twitch channel don't incessantly vote doubts in every single channel points prediction that I do. Certainly that's not the case. Just kidding, it absolutely is the case, and one day I'll have my retribution. Just kidding. Mod team is great. The human beings in that mod team are great. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't want to depersonalize it at all. But one of the nice things about being a Twitch streamer is that if something weird happens, I can just vent about it on stream. I can mine it for comedy, and then it'll be fine. Like, it's not a zero-sum game entirely. Okay, we have 5 shapes, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe a 1, 2, 3 mixed triple sequence somewhere in here. It's unlikely. It's unlikely. I think that we should do our best at our current position to get rid of some of our more dangerous tiles, or our most dangerous tiles, as soon as possible. A 1, 2, 3 mixed triple sequence would be nice, but you know what would be even nicer than that? Drawing into a Dora, and now we're 1 away from Tenpai. Okay, so if you're gonna force me to manifest, if you're gonna force me to morb all over everyone, I'm gonna morb that we're gonna draw into a 2 of circles, and we get to call Riichi, waiting on a 1 of characters or a 3 of characters. That's a pretty strong Riichi. Of course, we are the dealer. This is rare for me, dude. We don't get to participate here that much, you know? We don't get to be in the lead that often. In fact, I was playing on stream last night, and dude, I had such a commanding lead of like 50,000 points, and I promise you, I did not zuzz or like throw for content or like do anything. We lost that game. Like we lost our lead that game. Luckily, we didn't plummet all the way down to the 19th circle of hell, but we were close. We were close. Okay, 2, 3, 4 mixed triple sequence. Also a possibility. 1, 2, 3 mixed triple sequence. I mean, not really, right? In no world will we get rid of this Dora tile just to take the mixed triple sequence. Although, like, closed mixed triple sequence, 2 Han. This single Dora tile, 1 Han. Goku-san, Gohan. Why does this sound like I'm a commercial and I'm about to say, for everything else you need, there's MasterCard? Okay, it's not what I'm trying to do. Although my DMs are open. Okay, Left Lord calls the Riichi. I would like to play it safe if possible. If we're omega lucky, we'll be able to end this game in Tenpai. But again, if anyone at home is holding their breath, first of all, stop it. You shouldn't be doing that to these videos. If anything, you should be listening to a guided meditation by a licensed professional. Come on, dude, not like this. Nor, not like this. I mean, we're still 1 tile away from Tenpai, but I'm not gonna push with something scary like the 3 of characters. Yeah, if we don't have to. So Left Lord Sumo's on a big hand. It was something in the lower character value. This is Riichi, Sumo, Pinfu, all simples, and red 5. Luckily for us, they didn't hit the Oradora. We unfortunately have to pay the dealer penalty, but we're sitting like Logan Roy in the first season of Succession. We got riches right now. All right, and this hand, I was gonna say it looked decent, but then I started looking at my tiles, and I'm thinking this hand does not look very good at all. So there's a world where we can go for a half flush in the circle suit, but with that 5 of characters draw, I don't think that we should do that. I think that we should play this hand normal mode. What would be the nut draw? Like another east wind or another red dragon would both do great. I mean, if we're gonna keep drawing circle tiles, I will happily throw away this speculative 8 of bamboo despite its proximity to the Dora. Okay, now this looks different, right? We've drawn into some nice honor tiles. We can pawn here. I don't know if it's correct because, you know, at the end of the day, this is a fairly obvious half flush, just considering what I've discarded right now. But it doesn't look like anyone else is fiending or hoarding their circle tiles, so we might have a easy chance to complete our hand. Of course, you know, there's the Dora. Maybe I'm starting to think, and the more I think about it, I'm like, I should have kept my hand closed. Like, this hand is just okay. I think I've been a little too reckless in opening up my hand, but you know, it didn't necessarily feel too good keeping my hand closed either, and like overly closed either. Like sometimes you want to be able to call a pawn once in a while. Once in a while, you want to be able to let your hair down. You know what I mean? Have a Cinderella kind of night. Go to the ball. Leave one of your shoes on the staircase. Do you think the prince did anything weird with the shoe? This is an unhinged line of commentary. This is an unhinged line of commentary. But do you think the prince did anything weird with the shoe? I'm just saying. You know, there's a whole wiki for that kind of thing. You think he took a photo? I don't know. I'm not trying to do anything here. I'm just trying to ask questions. Dumb, dangerous rhetoric devices. Okay, all right. I mean, the good news with this hand, to bring it back to Mahjong, is that if someone calls Riichi, we at least have 3 turns of relative safety folding with the south winds, right? Of course, it'd be dangerous. Like, it'd be dangerous if they called Riichi, but they can't even have a pair, right? There's only 4 copies of this. All right. I mean, these are safe tiles. I'll absolutely keep some safe tiles. 4 of circles would be the absolute nut straw right now. I'm not gonna deny that. That is a 4, but these are not the droids that I'm looking for. What is my favorite, like, fairy tale? That's a great question. I mean, are we counting the music? I think, dude, can I tell you something nuts? I've never seen Hercules. Why? Because every time I do, I'll just go look at my biceps in the mirror, and it's basically like Hercules. No, I've never seen Hercules, but I think the music from Hercules might be my favorite music in like a Disney movie musical, you know? Go the Distance is a banger. The 3-part vocal harmony with the sisters. You know what I'm talking about? That's pretty incredible too, not gonna lie. All right, we're getting into some dangerous waters right now. Trying to get into Tenpai before the game ends, but I'm also looking at this east wind and I'm like, someone's waiting. Like either you're waiting on the east wind or Right Lord is waiting on the east wind. I don't think I can be the first person to discard the east wind, or maybe I don't think I can be the person that discards the east wind at all this game. Like one of these mofos is going all simples and the other one's waiting on an east wind. I promise you. If I remember, we can go back and look at the East 3 round at the end of the game, and oh my god. As you can see, the leads aren't necessarily safe. Dude, I'm begging you. Lord in heaven. Did you not? Okay, I understand, you know, I'm coming at you with an aggressive energy. Just wanted to let you know. Your boy, very low sleep. Probably dehydrated, but I can fix that right now in a second. But I don't want to get my little bladder too full. This is not the video that I want to go 3 hours into the ether, you know? I don't want that. I don't know if you want that. It's just, the point is I'm asking for an easy game. Maybe at least a game that moves. We are almost 30 minutes in, and we are in East 3. How could this even happen? We're gonna pawn there, but I think we're gonna play this hand normal mode. There's a chance, right? There's always a chance that we could go for the half flush, but look at this. We got some good shapes right now. Maybe the 9 of circles is gonna end up being our pair. Or we can pawn the 9 of circles, throw this, and the 7 can be our pair, right? So we got a lot of options here. Left Lord pawn their seat wind. It looks like they're going for a flush in the character suit. So you know what? Let's get rid of our character suit right now. This is not a bad position, by the way. You can chi into a 6. You can chi, or excuse me, we can chi into a 6 or a 9. We can just straight up draw into it, and we don't have to give people that much information. So we're waiting on a 3 of bamboo or a 6 of bamboo. Left Lord's already discarded some bamboo, so I don't think they're gonna be too precious about playing defensively. We are right now in a great position. We're in Tenpai very early into the game. I do feel bad for a Cross Lord, like they haven't really had a chance to participate yet. But maybe it'll be their chance once they're dealer, right? This game has had a lot of giant hands appear from who's ever sitting in the dealer's seat. All right, I mean, that's a bamboo tile. It is not the bamboo tile that we were looking for. What does this come from? Not a 6-7, because you just pawned the 8s. Maybe this comes from like a 4-4-5 shape. I'm not exactly too sure what's going on here. Right Lord could be, oh my God. Okay, the con was almost, whoa! Okay. Some people maybe just weren't ready for the limelight. Some people weren't ready. So we were both in Tenpai. The double run of the century. I mean, all you can do is wave goodbye. I mean, I was running there, but I was like, why is the game pausing? And I realized that only happens, or now I realize that only happens when 2 people are running at the same time. Who up running their worm right now? This hand is very medium, very mid, very medium. That is not a tile that necessarily helps. However, some good stuff going for it, right? We can accept the 6 of characters into our hand. I'm gonna take this time right now, a little public service announcement, but just to me, Yusong, do not open your hand too recklessly. I think I sometimes get confused when I have too many honor tiles or I'm going for the half flush. Although now I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking like maybe I just have amazing instincts. I mean, that's not it at all, but like, what if, you know? I don't know. What's my favorite musical? I think that the music from Hercules is great. I'm gonna go over some other bangers. I think the music in Mulan is great as well. There's a great, have you heard me say this word enough? But there's a great video essay on why the live action remake of Mulan, like, loses so much because they took the music out. And I'm like, yeah, you can't just like seriousify a movie musical. You gotta keep it a movie musical. You have to do extensive rewriting if you're just gonna take all the songs out, you know? I don't know. I don't mean to dunk on anyone who enjoys that film, but it seems too like the reception is generally pretty cool with that film. I mean, Aladdin's also got some good stuff. Gotta give a nod to one of the creepiest lyrics of all time though, in the "I Can Show You the World." Very weird, very threatening, you know? I don't know if the phrase "don't you dare close your eyes" can ever be romantic. Unless I'm thinking like, hey, we're getting a portrait taken for this as I'm proposing to you, and I love you, so don't you dare close your eyes because I don't want you to be blinking. That's just like rude and threatening, right? There's no context, no shot, no context in which "don't you dare close your eyes" is appropriate. That's weird, Aladdin. I mean, I know that you're flying on a magic carpet. You probably don't operate in the same world as we do, or within the same rules as we do. Maybe take a chill pill. Maybe say something like, "Your hair looks pretty cool tonight." I mean, I don't know. Sounds like a kind of romantic thing to say. Your hair looks pretty cool. Friends, please feel free to hit me up in the DMs if you want some coaching advice, dating coaching advice. All right, day 1, kid. You're gonna want to improve your Mahjong gameplay. Yusong, why are you talking like that? They don't want to just win, Rocky. They gotta humiliate you. It's confusing. I will agree with you. It is confusing. What is confusing? Oh, just like my character choices. Just kind of like a lot right now. I mean, again, I'm operating on very little. Okay, Right Lord does not pay for their sins and does not go quietly into that fine night. Oh my god. Riichi, Sumo, Dora, 2 red 5. That's a farm to table manga. And at least we're not the dealer. But again, it's anyone's game for first place, except for a Crosslord probably. Like they're in a really, really bad seat. A really, really bad spot. The good news for them, the tiny bit of a silver lining is that they will have the dealer seat again. That was not their last chance as the dealer seat. In South 4, they'll have a chance to do Avengers Infinity Salty runbacks. That's not terrible. Dude, we have a pretty good hand here. Sea Wind, Prevalent Wind, Mixed Triple Sequence. This is a hand that I think I open up. I want to be able to chi to finish these up, and we have a pretty clear plan of attack, right? Sea Wind, Prevalent Wind, Mixed Triple Sequence. If we draw into another 9 of characters or a North Wind, I'll throw away these 4s for the half outside hand as well. So this is a very exciting hand, despite what it despite its very modest initial appearance. Remind you of anyone? Don't you dare close your eyes. I've just called Riichi. Yeah, but the like the big band jazz stuff that the genie gets, definitely cool music. Okay, I mean, I don't know if we necessarily want this. I mean, it's not like we're gonna keep the 9, but I'm pretty set. I'm being very stubborn right now. I'm being very headstrong. I'm like, it's my way or the highway, and my way is the 1, 2, 3 mixed triple sequence. The highway, Interstate 5. Oh my god. Okay, there's a 2 of bamboo that we would love to accept into our hands. Y'all got any more of that 2 of bamboo? I would love some. It would definitely hit the spot. Favorite songs outside of Disney movie musicals? I mean, that's just like all music though. Let me narrow this question down. Sometimes when you have a question that's like too large of a scope, it becomes harder to answer. Like, Yusong, what's the most attractive trait about you? That's like, come on. You gotta whittle that down. You gotta funnel that into something. Why are your biceps so large? That finally, now we can have an intellectual discussion in the marketplace of ideas. Favorite like musical movie that's not Disney. Dude, I'm about to give you some hot takes, okay? Because I'm about to say that I don't like a movie that I think a lot of people genuinely liked. I understand that it is your constitutional right to enjoy this film. I am not saying that I think you are XYZ if you enjoy this film. I am merely talking about the quality of the film to begin with. I think that La La Land had some very exciting ideas, but ultimately, I was like, why the F is the City of Stars song so boring? Also, it's sung by 2 actors. I believe that's fair to say. Sung by 2 actors. You need like a, you need like a performer to be able to carry something like that. It's just to me, the City of Stars song is like not a very engaging song. It's very slow. It like drags. It was a struggle to listen to, and I wouldn't be harping on it so much if they didn't play that song 4 to 5 times throughout the movie. We get it. It's a City of Stars. You got the Little Dipper and the Big Dipper. I understand. I understand. Can you give us like anything else though? Like, can you give us anything else? And then there's, I mean, I can say this as someone who plays piano. Played piano for like over 2 decades, right? The way that it's Gosling, right? Gosling, the way that there's this one scene where he like takes his finger off the piano in like a kind of performative way, and I'm like, no, that's the one thing I will get kind of like snobby about, I suppose, is the piano. Oh my god. Right Lord on an absolute tear. It's unfortunate because this is our dealer seat chance, right? Okay, I mean, we can still maybe get into Tenpai. We might even be able to to win this hand. Although I'm like, I don't know if I'm supposed to. That's okay. Riichi, all simples, red 5. That's okay. I mean, it's a risk reward, right? I was thinking, and I didn't say this out loud, so I can't prove it. But I was also thinking, like, it would take a pretty big hand for me to get, like, slurped deep into the Shadow Realm. And that didn't happen. And I'm like, okay, if we lose this hand, we can still probably fight for second place. It is a long, like, luckily for us, it's a long way to the bottom. Call me the fruit in a Greek yogurt. And so I was like, you know, we could still, like, even if we deal in, it's probably not going to be that bad. 3 Dora were visible to us. It's probably okay. Probably okay. I mean, don't get me wrong. I would have loved not to have dealt in there, but that's okay. We have a pretty easy path to victory. We chi into one of these, chi into one of these. We get to wait on a 3 or a 5 or a 6 as our winning tile. All of that would be delightful. Oh, okay. Now we got some options, just drawing into the all-natural 6, 7, 8. That's not bad. Unfortunately, the mixed triple sequence here seems a long ways off. Yeah, that's not good news for us. It's either we enter Tenpai, like, right now, or we have to fold this, I think, with a 7 of circles or a 6 of circles. Like, I don't love our chances. I mean, the white dragon probably safe. Let's hope that they... Unbelievable. Wow. Unbelievable. A ton of sumo gamers right now. I was gonna say, you know, let's hope that they discarded like a 4 or an 8 or something so that we could fight for it. Riichi, Ipatsu, Sumo, Pinfu, Dora, Red 5, Oradora. Oh my god, it's anyone's game. Except for Right Lord, who's sitting squarely in first place. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now, unless we get dealt an amazing starting hand, like, we will just be playing... Yeah, this is a hand that just wins really fast and gets second place. That is all this hand does. And so let's... Alright, okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. What makes this tricky, the thing that would make this tricky is if we drew into another 6 of circles. Then we would have like an actual debate as to how to play this hand. You're gonna hate this. I think I throw away the Dora. I think I throw away this shape, because guess what? All these other pairs in our hand we can interact with, right? We can pawn out the wazoo on this board or at this table, but this 2, 4, 6 is very slow in comparison. We can even chi into a 7, 8, 9. So this doesn't. We had 6 shapes in our hand, but that's one excessive shape. So I'm happy to throw out our more dangerous tiles and whittle it down to a very solid 5 right now. A very solid 5 is how people describe me on the dating market. So, you know, no stranger to that. 6, 7 is nice here. I don't know what we're supposed to be discarding though. Like, I don't like. Okay, if we really wanted the value, we could go for a. We could go for a half flush in the bamboo suit. I think that's like young, dumb, and full of crumbs, though. I mean, I don't know. On the one hand, like if we were to chi into this shape, which I think we could throw the 9s. That's the safest. Or we could throw the 3s, which is like good news for us because we get to keep the 9s to throw away later as a safer tile. All right. I mean, we've thrown 2 Dora. Hopefully we've also like slowed a cross lord and left lord down, right? We don't want them to be able to get really valuable hands and steal second place away from us. They throw a red dragon. That means I think they've got some decent shapes in their hand, right? They're willing to throw away honor tiles now. Sure. And now we have to pawn into the Southwind in order to win this. Okay. This is not that bad. So I also realized that we could be repping a half flush of some kind. Can't pawn that. Tide goes in, tide goes out. Can't pawn that. We need to get our Southwind here. How many 5s and 8s have been discarded? Only 1 5 of bamboo. So the prospect of finishing this 6, 7 is not that bad. Or we could just rip it off the top of the dome piece. Let's go, dude. So we are waiting on the Southwind. Some people, John Mayer's out here waiting for the world to change. We're waiting on the Southwind so that we can end this game in second place. Like that one hand, like the one hand that we lost fairly recently, where we dealt in with the 2 of circles, I think it didn't feel great. It definitely didn't feel great. So this is awkward. Maybe they're in Tenpai. If they're in Tenpai, they have all simples Dora. Is that enough to overtake me? All symbols Dora red 5 maybe? Like that might be enough. They need 3 Han to be able to overtake me into second place. Oh man. Let's just hope that the south one comes out or that we're able to draw it. Let's hope that they definitely don't get to advance their hand even more. White dragon luckily is a safe tile. I'm most scared of left forward right now. They're willing to at least open up their hand and good players. I mean, this is like a desperate situation for them because they're also scared of ending this game in 4th. So maybe they just have a 1 Han or a 2 Han hand. I'm not sure what's going on here. I'm not sure. It's a spicy end game though. It's a spicy end game. What was I gonna say? Oh. Yeah, so you're not gonna like that, and I don't either, but like this is one of the ways that if we deal into someone and give them an extra Han, like no. That's one of the easiest and fastest ways we could go down the drain. Not only that, we could still get into Tenpai very, very easily. Keep in mind, it doesn't have to be an amazing hand, right? Like if we just draw into a 4 of characters or a 6 of characters, we're technically in Tenpai for exhaustive draw. 3, 2, 2, 1, 0. We don't have to discard again. I mean, even despite our best efforts, we weren't able to get into Tenpai, right? This is just too dangerous of a tile to throw. So we can't do anything about this last tile. They throw a 5. Ah! Oh no. Do I end in 4th here? Or is this a repeat counter? Oh my effing. I'm in last place. Okay. All hands on deck. What? Oh nor, dude. Oh nor? But it's like by the thinnest of margins? Oh nor. Oh nor? Okay, I mean that's something. That's actually something. Arguably, we should be throwing away our honor tiles. Like we're in a strange situation, right? Where all the honor tiles are equally valuable to us. Now that we have this west wind. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 shapes in our hand. No album out. Hoping to draw something around this 2 of characters. Hoping just to pawn anything, hoping just to say something I'm giving up on you. Please, like give me like a 3 of characters. That's actually the nut draw right now. 3 of characters is the nut draw. We can worry about the small stuff later. This is unbelievable. The fact that we're in last place and we could lose it all here is just obscenely painful to me. Okay, I mean this is a great situation to be in. If we pawn the 5 of circles now, I would definitely do that. Like if we're given the opportunity, I would do that and wait on a single tile east wind. We can draw into so many tiles for Tenpai here, right? 1 of characters, 3 of characters, 4 of characters, 2 of characters. That's the Dora. I hate to see it. I throw the east wind here, even though it is a safe tile. Now, again, so many tiles can send us into Tenpai. 4 of bamboo, 5 of bamboo, 2 of bamboo, 3 of bamboo. So many characters, so many tiles. This is an unbelievably strong hand. We just need to be able to get into Tenpai. Looks like left lord is going pretty fast too, or maybe they're just willing to fold immediately, but I'm gonna take this. We're in Tenpai, waiting for a 3-6. We even have a red 5, not that it matters. A 1 Han hand is literally all you need. Like we're a lawyer, call 1-800-LAW 1333. I don't know. It's just my brain has rotten from a lifetime of TV advertisements. Maybe it would be better if it was like TikTok songs. I genuinely don't know. The TV advertisements, they do stick in your teeth. They do stick in the deepest crevices of your brain. The deepest nooks and crannies. You've lost my ability to speak. I'm desperate, dude. I am down horrendous, swiping right on every single tile that I see here. Am I scared that right lord is called a pawn on the red dragon? Yeah, I am. Yeah, I am. And they've only discarded 1 bamboo tile. And they discarded some good stuff as well. Both cross lord and left lord have discarded the Dora. This is a scary tile, and I hate that they're pausing right now. I'm genuinely flipping terrified. I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but I think due to the fact that we are in last right now, like we have to go for this, right? I hate that Right Lord is pausing before every single draw. It is messing me up. Okay, 5 of circles is not what we want to do. We don't want to get onto a honky tonky wait. Absolutely not. Northwind. Okay, we're getting away with some safe tiles at least. Right Lord discarding like absolute gas, which makes me think that they're in Tenpai as well. Okay, obscenely spicy endgame. All right, we get out of there. I mean, it's third place. It's like, I don't know. Should we have folded there? Because it felt like Right Lord was in Tenpai. It felt like they were in Tenpai. Arguably, we should have folded, but I don't know. Wow, wow, why is this 0? Why is this 0? They still rank up, but I suppose, I don't know, because you started 2,500, or 25,000, right? Anyway, I'll show you where our MMR is. It's not great. It's not great. It's okay. I genuinely believe that, we'll be able to get out of here. Also, let me know in the comments. I didn't say this while it was conversationally relevant, but I got too sucked into the game to be able to comment on it. Do you have any favorite Disney movie musicals? Like, genuinely let me know. I think there's probably some sleepers that I'm not referencing. So there's East 3 that was a sumo that I needed to look at. Yeah, I think it was this. Like someone, what was I scared of? I was scared of throwing the Eastwind. I think that a Crosslord is waiting for the Eastwind. They are, but they're not in Tenpai yet. So I was only half correct with my prediction. Okay, that's fair. Not a lot of people dealing in. You dealt into 2 people here, which is honestly impressive. You deal the 6 of bamboo. Wow, inside Suji and half Suji. Yeah, okay, that's kind of incredible, but I would do the same here. Luckily, it doesn't get you into huge trouble. Would I have called the con? I mean, it's not bad. It gets you into Tenpai, but it also gives a Crosslord 2 Dora. So, I don't know. It's an aggressive play to be sure. I can see feeling yourself and wanting to do that. So I deal in here. What happens? I deal the 4 of characters. Right Lord calls the Riichi. Yeah. I was like, they don't have 2-3. So I'm not that scared that it could be like a giant blowout hand. What else could I have thrown here? I have nothing else that's that safe. I think this play is okay. I think this play is genuinely okay. Maybe a little aggressive. Maybe I just fold with the 2s, I suppose. Like, we know that they can't be on a pair weight of those. It's close to a terminal. Close to the door, I suppose. Other people are going to have some 1s and 3s. I don't know. And yeah, you know what? If they had a 3-4, they would probably keep the 1-3 instead, right? That's the Dora. Okay. I can definitely fold there. Even though it didn't seem like I had a lot of safe options to fold, I definitely could have folded. So what was going on here? Left Lord, you are almost in Tenpai. You're so close to being in Tenpai. I would definitely discard the 2 of bamboo here. It seems like you have a good hand. And the 2 of bamboo unfortunately deals you into a Crosslord. I don't think that you're supposed to fold. I don't know. It's too painful to fold here. Left Lord is like trying their best, but they cannot get into Tenpai despite their best efforts. Crosslord just has it, right? Like when do they get into Tenpai? Okay, they discarded 2. They discarded 3. Wow. I mean, I suppose they don't need it. So that 5 of characters is Tenpai. I mean, but I think that's a little premature, right? To just ascribe every 5 of characters. This could just come from a shape that they're trying to get rid of, but they don't have a 6-7. They don't have a 3-4. Like, I don't know. I don't know what this could be from. I mean, it could be from a 4-5-5. Maybe inverted. A 5-5-6 could be from a 5-5-6. So it doesn't necessarily mean that. But look at this, right? They were just willing to discard a 5 and a 6. No. Like they're in Tenpai. But again, I don't think that you're supposed to fold there. Like, why not? Yeah, you have a decent chance at making your own success too, right? Anyway, let me know. Let me know what you think. That's gonna do it for today. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and a comment. Helps out the channel a lot. Of course, you can subscribe if you want to see more in the future. New videos every day. I stream on Twitch Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 4 p.m. PST. You can find that link down below in the description. Mondays are Mahjong, Wednesdays are Yakuza, Fridays are Nancy Drew. Is where we're currently at. Can also join us in the Discord and the VODs channel. And until next time, please take care of yourself and please be kind to yourself, okay? I'll talk to you soon. Peace.